Growth is not a reason for leaving. Growth, what's growth? So I would ask a candidate, so you left, let's call it Barloworld, for growth. But you move from Barloworld to a smaller company. So how are you growing? And, all too often you find out that I didn't like my manager, or I asked for pay increase, or whatever the case may be. There's always more than one reason for leaving. Be quite descriptive when putting in your reason for leaving. Growth could mean I outgrew my role at Barloworld. There was no internal opportunities at the time, and ABC Shoes came along and gave me an opportunity where I would manage staff, which is more lucrative. So be very descriptive when putting your reasons for leaving, so that the reader can understand your motives of leaving one company to move on to the next. And straightforward, like I say, start with the most recent or the last employment that you had, and fill in the gaps. So if you took maternity leave and you're at home, fill in the gaps. If you went on a sabbatical, fill in the gaps. Don't leave a CV blank with regards to left Barloworld in December of 2010, and then the next job we're seeing is January 2013. So what happened between 2010 and 13, kind of? Well, I actually went on a kibbutz. I went traveling, I went sailing. Many of us are not fortunate enough to take these amazing sabbaticals. But if you could, and you had an opportunity, or you studied overseas, whatever the case may be, fill in the blanks on your CV. If your dates do not correspond, so if you left a job in the end of May 2010, June 2010 should be your next job. If August 2010 is your next job, what did you do after May? And these are the things that a lot of people, and believe you me, I send out a lot of CVs, and I have in the last 15 years. A lot of companies question these gaps, and they want to know where you've been. So be thorough. Now's an amazing time for you to really take apart your CV and make sure that it's, legible. And once you're done, upload it to the Luell Consulting website, because when this lockdown is over and when we're, back to level 0 and going back to the new normal, your CV is polished and it's ready to go. Graduates, if you don't have any working experience formally, what about lecturing or helping in your university class, or fish and chip shop, or casual work, or packing? What are some of the responsibilities? Display some of your traits as well in your CV. So if you did a BCom psychology, and during your studying you did, lecturing third year students or marking papers, that's a big deal, because university is not going to put anybody in charge of just like marking papers. So be clear about these accomplishments, and add that into your CV. It's very, very important. Also highlight your strengths and your, let's call it, and I'm talking to the graduates, because you've got your strengths and then you've got your passion. Add those keywords into your CV. If there's any questions with regards to CV, please send me an inbox message. There's no templates that you need, guys. It's so straightforward. You don't need borders and bold text. And some people ask me, would you prefer a picture? Would you not prefer a picture? I'm going, guys, if it's a professional picture and it's in one of the corners, top left or right, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But don't go and put a picture of you kissing your dog on your CV. Okay, this is for business purposes. This is so you can find work. So dress for the job you want. The photo on your CV should be for the job you want. An engineer can have a hard hat on. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But photo, no photo, it's really up to you. Border, I really don't see the point in a border of a CV. Nobody's going to see how pretty the border is. People want to see what's the content of your CV. So just pay attention to your content, and good luck.